What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You already know this is your girl Burnett Perkins. So y'all, anyway, I want to share something with y'all real quick. Make sure y'all sub to my channel, thumb up this video, and it's another channel. They have 7 kids, but I'm gonna get into it after I play this clipping. Okay, I'm gonna get into it after I play this clipping. You won't see a video of them or the children at all. You know, I'm not going to do that. But I just want to say that this family here, this mother and father here, do not have control of their children. Even the oldest one is 3 older boys, and they just as worse. Well, 2 of them worse as the little ones.
Y'all stop. Don't touch no weights, y'all. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch no weights. Come on, y'all. Come on. Put it down in there.
Disappointed in Orleans. Where they going, Chuck?
Galveston. That dirty.
Okay, YouTube peeps. Y'all heard the video. Let me say this. Let me make this clear. I do not dislike children at all. I have 5. I have multiple grandkids, even great grands as well. But when I tell you my kids was little, I had five, okay? When my kids was little, I disciplined them. I had a talk with them, and I didn't have to really have a talk with them. Because if I disciplined them and they know what time it was, I didn't have a problem. I can take them anywhere. They knew how to behave. They knew not to touch anything as well. Y'all feel where I'm coming from? Okay? So, this young lady, Nisha and Dolce, have 7. She, as y'all, if you looked at the video, go and look at the video. She had 1 she carrying, right? The rest of them running around haywire. If you look at the video, look at the realtor, how she looks at the kids, because they ain't self-destructive, but they hands on, touch it, touch it, touch it. Every room they went in, they had to at least touch something. They didn't go into the rooms, and they're not old enough to know, hey, observe the room. The oldest one are, including one or two of the oldest one was touching stuff, and they should know better. They should set an example for the little ones. Now the two little girls, they are very, not sassy, but they just all over the place. When I tell you they do not have control of those children, including the oldest one, they don't. They really, and I'm just speaking my opinion on it. That's how I feel about it. Not in, when you watch the video, watch it good. Now, one time, did that mother turn around and tell those kids to stop? If she did, I missed it, because I was listening to the dad consistent telling them, don't touch this, leave that alone, put that down, stop, get up, sit down. You know, even one of the little boys, and he was one of the oldest ones, went and picked up the drumstick and was starting to play on the drum set. That's for decoration. When I tell you those kids was all over the place, they was all over the place. That white lady was looking at those little children like, wow, they have a lot of kids. And personal, per se, and I don't have to say a legend, because I seen the video. The father has two other kids that's way older than them. So in all, with those 7 and 2 more, maybe 3 more, he had 10 kids in all. But he had 7 by Nisha. I guess Nisha felt like she need to make sure he's there. Make sure she got him wrapped around her finger. He don't go nowhere. They looked at her home. It was like $1 million something dollars, I think it was, which they not gonna get it. They just went there to do content. That's it, and that's all. That girl would never be able to keep that house clean. Never. With 7 kids in that big old house. Never. Unless she gonna get a nanny and a maid, and her and her husband don't have a nanny now. I'm not counting their money, their pockets, or whatever, whatnot, but they always take the kids wherever they have to go, wherever they go. Sometimes, maybe the oldest one there with all of them. I don't know. Maybe a family member come in and, help with them. But when I tell you, I'm not going to sit up and say, I haven't never seen a lot of kids all over the place. Because I have. I have. I have, y'all. I decided to come outside. I'm not going to sit up and say, why have so many kids? You're supposed to multiply. But also, you're supposed to stand your grind and discipline your children. Those oldest ones should, have some kind of discipline. Y'all feel me? And maybe the other ones will follow. But when I tell you, out of control, that Janet Jackson song, out of control. Baby, I'm telling you, I had 5 of them. 3 of them was not teenagers, but they was probably about 12. Yeah, 12, 11, and 10. And those 3 was the oldest one. And then I had the other 2 small ones. So therefore, the 12-year-old really, she didn't help me take care of my kids, because I let my children be children. They didn't have to feed them, cook them, they didn't have to do none of that. Now, my last child, was a girl. So I mean, the 12 and the 11 and the 10, you know, if they want to carry her, which she was like probably about over a year old, they would pick her up and play with her and stuff like that of that nature or whatever, whatnot. You know, but for me to have them to babysit, no ma'am, no sir. There was no babysitting, baby. I let my kids be kids. When we went into restaurants, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. But when we went into restaurants, you guys, and we sat down and ate, I would go in. They would go with me. I would fix their food. They would go back to the table, and they would eat. If they wanted something else, I did not allow my kids to go to the bar and fix their food. Not even the oldest one. I would fix her food. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't think kids should go to the bar. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now, let me just say this here. With my 5 kids, I dated this dude, and he had 2 kids. With my 5 kids, it was Kevis and it was Denisha. He had 2 girls, and they would come and stay with us. So therefore, yeah, I had 7. I had 7. Sure did. Now, and this white lady, you guys, came up to the table and she said, your kids are very, very disciplined. She said, I don't mean no harm. She said, because white kids, they get out of control too. Okay? She said, but your kids is so disciplined. They mannerable. They sit at the table eating. They not all over the place running around. She said, like our kids, y'all, I don't know why this avatar eyes squinching down. But she said, including our kids, be all over the place. She said, but your kids, and she told it to me and my the guy I was dating, my boyfriend at the time. She was like, they are sitting down and eating. They not going to the bar or nothing like that. I even took my kids to theme parks, and that's the place where they have fun. That's where I let them run rapidly, but not to where I'm going to lose them. You feel where I'm coming from? So when you going into these people's homes, looking at them, you might want to purchase them. You know, they ain't gonna turn down the money because, baby, if you gonna pay the mortgage on it, hey, by all means. Okay, y'all, my air conditioner came on, so I had to wait till it stop. But y'all won't hear it. So anyway, like I was saying, my kids went to theme parks. They enjoyed themselves. They had fun. You know, I made sure that they stayed in distant where I can see them or whatever, whatnot. It just, that family has a lot going on, and I enjoy watching them. But when they go places and those kids get, just, they even go in the store, y'all. I watched a video where they went in Target one time, and they was taking stuff down off the shelf and putting it on the floor, and the mother, Nisha or Dolce, didn't even tell them to, hey, go pick that stuff up and put it back on the shelf. You get what I'm saying? They just let them, they left it on the damn floor. You can't even take them in the store. But anyway, that's it, and that's all, y'all.